Hello, and welcome to another Dokkan battle video. So in this one, we're going to be talking about the data download that dropped while I was at work. It's definitely interesting. There's a lot of weird things in here that I do not understand. That being the easy A's for the free-to-play Casserole and Pride Troopers, as well as Goten, Trunks, and MARRON. The reason why this confuses me, right, is if we look at the actual story events, we have story events from the Super 17 saga. Hold on, let me try to find them in here. They should be in here somewhere. Super 17. I'm not seeing them just yet. Oh, here we go. I think it's this one that has all the characters in it. Anyway, so like these two characters, they don't awaken yet. Why didn't they awaken? There's also that free-to-play Hell, or like, yeah, the Cell and Frieza, the Angel Cell and Frieza from GT that are in Hell. Actually, I don't even know if they're Angel. I think they're just literally GT Frieza, GT Cell that also haven't awakened or Easy-Aid. They could have done those four characters and it would have been fine. I don't know why they decided to do these guys instead of buffing characters from the arc that Dokkan Fest is in. But anyway, this is when they drop in roughly 3 days. Let's go ahead and take a look at what Trunks and MARRON as well as Casserole do. I've already read their details, and yeah, it's not looking too great for Trunks, Goten, and MARRON here. So their leader skills fodder, and don't need to really worry about that. Super attack. Greatly raise attack and defense for 1 turn, causes supreme damage, and raises all allies' attack by 30%. And they have a 50% chance to have MARRON join in the super attack, which will make it do a little bit more damage. Plus, they get to super attack at 9 key instead of 12. And that's it. Like, it's a fine super attack effect, but like it doesn't really do much. Attack and defense was 170% at the start of turn. That's fine, but their stats are really bad, so it's not going to be as good as you may think. They also lose 20% attack and defense after a couple turns, which is terrible. There should not be any negatives in anyone's passive from now on. High chance to evade enemies' attacks starting from the 5th turn from the start of battle. I hate that. Attack and defense was 50% when key is 9 or more. That's okay. Perform an additional super attack when there is a youth category ally attacking in the same turn. They're like, meh. I'm not a huge fan of them. They can technically super attack 3 times within a turn and have a 50% chance to dodge. So I guess in some weird scenario where you're using the youth team, this character could be brought. Probably for something like, I don't even know, a burst mode maybe you would use this, but I just don't see the point in this character. Then there's Casserole, who's a little bit better in a better spot. Still fodder leader skill. Their super attack stacks defense and then gets 30% attack for 1 turn. That's fine. They were stacking before, so it's fine that they're keeping that. Attacking defense 110% at the start of turn, plus an additional attacking defense 110%, and performs an additional attack, which is a high chance to become a super attack when there's another Universe 11 category ally. The problem with that, again, is the fact that the Universe 11 category is, like, terrible. Like, this is it. None of these units are good. None of them. Literally none of them. So not really a fan of that. The restriction there. Perform an additional attack with which has a high chance to become a super attack when all allies attacking the same turn on Universe 11. Again, so they really want to be on a Universe 11 team, but like, this is the Universe 11 team. Universe 11 category allies get 2 key 50% attack and defense. That's fine. I think it should probably be more because of how few characters are on Universe 11, but you know, that's just me. Attack plus 11% per when performing a super attack for each superclass ally on the team, which is like, I believe it counts friend lead. So if you're running a full Universe 11, that's 77% attack, which is fine. They can technically stack their defense 4 times within 1 turn, which is useful in some weird scenario where you're using Universe 11 characters. But you got to remember, Easy-Aid already. These guys are never coming back in the limelight. They're already too old. This unit, it could be technically useful if they Easy-Aid. LR Jiren is past his prime. Dokkan Fest Jiren needs an Easy-A. Margarita is just not meant for that. Really. She is a rainbow orb changer, but like she's not nearly as good as any of the other angel cards. Plus her super attack effect is terrible. So I'm not really the biggest fan of this because like who are you running on a Universe 11 team? 1, 2, 3, 4. Hopefully he easy A, so that's 5. And then you're still missing a character. You could technically run God Topo because he's a support character, but like I don't really think that's a good idea anymore. Especially if he doesn't have his damage reduction active. So it's really lame. Unless they drop a new Jiren, I see this caster role kind of being kind of dead on arrival until we get more Universe 11 category characters. I could see us getting like a transforming Jiren at some point, but I just don't know when that would happen. So we're just kind of sitting and waiting for that to happen. There's also new missions here. For the GT Legendary Goku event, we want to beat it with Diabolical Villains and Joined Forces. Diabolical Villains is like Inhuman Deeds, basically. Which is interesting. Considering Joined Forces is gonna be easy. This other one though is gonna be a little bit more quirky. Also, there's this, which makes me very interested. Recruit first form cell into an LR to recruit the LR first form cell. Which makes me think that he's going to easy A. Now, I don't believe we have the celebration info yet. We do not, yeah. There's this. There's just telling us we're getting a new battlefield. But we don't have the celebration info yet. So I'm going to assume that when we do get the celebration info, where's androids? We will probably see one of two things. This guy's easy A, which would be really strong. He's a healer character, so it'd be very, very good. Plus, he links up really well with the cells. Amazing. We would love that. But I also think that 13, wherever he is, Dokkan Fest 13. Oh, he's up here. Dokkan Fest 13 is probably going to easy A during the celebration, purely because now that they're doing Universe Survival Saga stuff, this guy could technically still easy A. As much as I would love for him to easy A just for Blue Kaioken's sake, I think to work with Super 17, we would really want Dokkan Fest 13 to easy A instead. Just because 17, he's not on the leader skill, which is kind of lame, but you know, is he on either of these? Is he on Accelerated Battle? That's what he'll roll. Let's check. Is he on Accelerated Battle? He would be way down here. I don't think he is. He really should be. Yeah, he's not. Man, like, so I would want this guy to be on a 200% lead team and actually work, right? Because androids, actually no, Worthy Rivals, I believe they both have. What's your leader skill? Oh yeah, they get it from androids Worthy Rivals. So he is technically on Gamma 1's team, I believe. Yeah, because he has Worthy Rivals. So he would get a 200% on Gamma 2. And he would be probably very strong on that team, considering you could also... Nah, you can't. I was gonna say you could technically run Blue Kaioken, but you definitely cannot. But yeah, like, as much as I would like MVP 17 to easy A, I do think it's going to be 13, as well as Prime Battle Cell. Prime Battle Cell is a lot bigger of a buff, because Prime Battle Cell is really not bad even now. Like, give him defense on both of his super attack effects, give him actual percent stacks here, make him build up a little bit every time he gets a super attack or every time he attacks or something like that. Make him stronger defensively because he's meant to be healing. If he's a free-to-play version of LR Metal Cooler, that would be the perfect scenario. That is what we would want from this guy, because that was always his job, is just to heal. You don't even, because like he doesn't get any defense from his 18 keys, so you just wanted to spam 12 keys. So I think they should keep that. Maybe buff this up to, like, keeping it 15% is fine. Just make it so that this is the super attack that you want to get. That way he's healing an insane amount of HP, or allow him to still like triple super or something. That way he is getting that healing benefit, because he heals a lot of HP, and that is going to be something that's going to be really big for teams that he's on. Unfortunately, it's going to be negative for Super 17, because Super 17 needs to be below HP to do things, but you know, it'll be fine, because this guy will be very, very helpful for other teams, mainly for Dokkan or from Easy LR is what I'm meaning to say here. So anyway, yeah, that's pretty much everything of this data download. Again, we do not have the actual event like notice for everything, so we can't really like take a look at that, but this is pretty much what's happening in a few days. Let me know how you guys feel about this kind of stuff, because it's really weird what's going on. Like, it could be either anything from Universe Survival Saga next part to just more Android stuff, and I definitely think it's going to lean more into Android things than it is going to be Universe Survival Saga. But again, the bridge to that is MVP 17. So let me know what you guys think. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys all in the next video.